had a great childhood.
Oh, you was?
And I learned how to bike ride in Central Park.
Wow. So I mentioned you were on stage with the likes of Ethel Merman, Billy Burke, and those were superstars in the day. What do you remember of them?
They were not important to me.
At that age, who cares, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think Vega mentioned something that I was the youngest person to ever bring a cake to the stage door canteen. I remember going down in like a subterranean theater, and I learned how to bake when I was 3 years old. I still have my original cookbook.
Oh, wow. What did you bake?
Cinderella cake.
Oh, of course. Lots of pink, right? So, from the live stage and the live theater, you morphed into radio and the early days of television.
Right.
You did commercial work.
Right.
You were a working actress.
Yes.
Even at such a young age.
I love radio.
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And I used to work with Alan Swift, who played Popeye, and he was an amazing voice guy. And he used to play Grandpa Strowman to my Liebchen. Grandpa Strowman, Grandpa Strowman, I love your bread. Particularly with COVID, it's made it a lot harder for people to get out and do things. And I'm hoping to be inspiring enough to people so they get out and do something. And I like doing that. I love helping other women as you gather. And so I'm very thrilled about doing that. I'm doing it tomorrow at the Pelham Manor Club, and I hope you can all be there. No. But I really enjoy helping women.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Has worked with a lot of really big names in show business, and so I thought it would be kind of fun to do a lightning round where I would just throw out a name and we'd get her first response.
Oh no!
Some names I already know I'm not going to ask you. Okay, let's see. Kristen Chenoweth.
She's adorable and wonderful, but I was not friendly with her. I was friendly with Katie Finneran.
This is Promises, Promises, right?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
How was that production? Did you have fun with that?
Yeah, it was a very good production. Unfortunately, weather plays an important part, and we got snowed out at the end, which was really sad.
Bummer, yeah.
But it was a delightful production.
Yeah, Katie won the Tony, right?
Yeah.
For that production. It
And
was
she deserved it.
sensational performance. Okay. Kristen Nielsen.
She's a joy to work with, very funny, and a joy.
And that was in, I never get the names right. Sonia, Masha, something Spike.
That's very close.
Right? Cheetah Rivera.
Well, everybody loves Cheetah Rivera. She's the best.
Yeah.
She's really wonderful and gives back, which is a marvelous trait for a star to give back, and she does.
Yeah. What was the experience like with her? Creating a show, it was essentially a one-woman show, right? How was that?
Good.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move on. David Hyde Pierce.
David Hyde Pierce is a wonderful person, and my daughter likes him very much. He's very approachable. A lot of stars are not so approachable. They think they're above it all. But he's very friendly and very nice and very witty.
And drawings.
Yeah, he is, and he's so talented, right? Across the
He
board.
is.
He's a comedian, he sings, he dances, he plays the piano.
Yeah,
It's fun
I
stuff.
mean, I think in a way he should be more of a star than he is.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
Because I don't think he's a household name, but he should be.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of future in his career, so
I hope so.
we hope.
Come on, get to the one I love the most.
Uh-oh.
Michael?
Yeah.
Michael Urie.
He is absolutely the best going. I mean, really and truly, he's just such a nice person. And he's an absolute joy to be with and to work with.
Yeah. How did you meet? And when you decided to do buyer and seller, was the show already running somewhere? How
They
did you
did
get
it at
involved?
Rattlesticks.
Oh, at Rattlestick.
Right, and I saw it and I wanted to be part of it.
And that was a sublime production, and I imagine that there might have been a bidding war for that show. I mean, was that the case? How did you get it?
Well, Dan Shaheen, who was one of the lead producers on it,
Mm-hmm.
I worked with him on the Fantastics, which we had up at the Snapple Theater.
Yeah.
And so I saw it and said I want to be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and it did turn a profit, I know. And,
But
he's great.
we have time. Michael did something that was very, very special. My friend Magda arranged it, and she arranged a birthday party for me right near the theater at a restaurant that was kind of iffy. And anyway, we were a group of women, and we're having a very good time. And all of a sudden, a waiter came up to me and said, "Madam, here's your Prosecco." And I looked up and it was Michael. And this was after he did a full performance of Buyer and Seller. He came over and celebrated my birthday and stayed and chatted with all the women for about an hour. And that's Michael.
Yeah, that's special. What advice do you have for fledgling producers?
Have a lot of money.
Because
You need a lot of money. Or have a wealthy boyfriend, husband. It helps.
is it more expensive now than it was when you got into it, 17 years ago?
Well, everything is more expensive.
Right, no, I know, but, cost of living, just to,
Yeah, it's more than the cost of living because of COVID, all the extras that are required. It was always difficult, but now it's much more difficult.
It is much more difficult, that's
But that shouldn't stop you. There's theater all over the country, and I'm a great subscriber of children's theater. I think children's theater is very important, and you can do a lot of theater where it doesn't cost a lot of money. Just don't have to do it on Broadway.
Yeah. All right. Well, in closing, I just want to, harken back to a quote from Madeleine Albright, who had famously said, "There's a special place in hell for women who don't help other women." Well, I would have to say there's a special place in heaven for you, Pat.